Hello, class. It's a lovely Tuesday morning, and we thank God for the gift of life He has given us. Now, this morning we have integrated science, and the topic we are treating or we are looking at today is mixtures. Mixtures. Now, mixture is simply defined as the physical combination of two or more substances that can easily be separated into its original component. Now we use the word physical because the substances that form the mixture can be separated into its original form. So examples of these physical substances are I have cooking oil with me, I have coke, I have gari sugar, and so on. So these are substances, and these substances can be grouped into three. We have liquids, solids, and then gases. Now, these are examples of liquids. We have water, cooking oil, coke. We can mention a whole lot. And then I have gari, which is a solid. I have sugar, which is a solid, rice, beans, and all that. And then we have gases. A typical example is the air we breathe in. The air we breathe in. Now, in everyday life, people are always engaged in trying to put together two or more substances or materials, which could be medicine, food, or even metal. When salt and water are put together, the salt dissolves in the water and can no longer be seen. But we know that salt is present because of the salty taste the water will have. And also in our various homes, our mothers often put together two or more substances to prepare our meal. If you're preparing stew, you put together pepper, onion, tomatoes, fish, oil, and then you will have your stew. Could prepare a soup. When you're preparing banku, we put together our corn dough and cassava dough, and then we have our banku. So, can you remember any other combination we make in our various lives? Good. So, just as I've already said, when two or more substances are physically combined, then there's a form of mixture. Now, let's look at the different types of mixtures. The different types of mixtures. So, we have solid mixture. Solid mixture. So, for example, I have gari and I have sugar in front of me. So, when I put gari and then sugar together, I have what? A solid mixture. So gari and sugar mixed together is an example of a solid mixture. And then liquid mixture. I have water, I have coke. So if I put water, and then coke together, I have a liquid mixture. Good. Now we also have solid and liquid mixture. So this is a combination of what? Solids and liquids. So I have my gari here. I add water to it. And what do I have? A solid liquid mixture. And then we have liquid gas mixture. So when a liquid gas combine, the result is what is such a mixture. So most of the soft drinks are mixtures. So example like the Coca-Cola we have. Now when you buy it for the first time and then you open, you hear some sort of sound like pff. So the sound you hear tells you that there is gas in the Coca-Cola drink. So that is an example of a liquid and in a gas mixture. Then we have the gas mixture. We know the air we breathe in is a mixture of gases, or the air is a mixture of gases. So the air is a typical example of what a gas mixture. Then we have the solid gas mixture. We get the solid gas mixture when a gas and then a solid are combined. An example of such a mixture is smoke rising with dust particles in it. Good class. So now we have seen the various forms or the different types of mixture. Let's look at the separation of mixtures, or how we can separate mixtures. Separation of mixtures is simply an attempt to put the mixtures back into their various constituents. So we have several methods. We have sieving. This is the method, or this method is used in industries and especially mining industries to separate big rocks from smaller ones, or to remove sand from rocks. So sieving, and it can be done using a wire mesh. Um, the wire that has some small holes in them. When you do this, the sun comes out through the down part, and then you will realize that you have your rock on the top of your mesh or your sieve. So that is the method of sieving. Or even in our homes, sometimes when you want to, how do you call it, sieve, you blend something and then it's not properly done, and you want to sieve the smooth parts from the hard ones. You use the sieve and then you get the smooth, and then the hard ones still remain on the top. Now we have decantation. And this method is used to separate solid liquid. So I have a mixture of gari and water here, and we can use decantation to separate this form of mixture. Now the mixture is allowed to stand for some time so that the solid settles at the bottom. So you realize the gari has settled at the bottom, and then the liquid is then poured out. Leaving the solid at the bottom. So you could see the gari and have poured the liquid from it. So this is the method, or what we call decantation. Then we have winnowing. This is the method, or this method is used to separate two or more solid mixtures. Now with this process, the constituents are exposed to air, and the lighter part is blown away by the air currents. Our mothers usually use this method to separate chaff from unwanted part of cereal, such as rice and maize, or even groundnuts. When you peel groundnuts and you want to separate the groundnut peel from the main groundnut itself, you use air or you blow air, and then you realize that the chaff is blown away and you have your gari. So class, there are other forms. We will end here today and continue next week with the other forms of separation of mixtures. So you have a wonderful day. But then you will have an exercise on this topic on our WhatsApp page. Have a lovely day. Thank you.